I've been doing fucking great with these fish, and they're getting big, and it's just like good. I'm just like, this is crazy.
Do you have other pets?
My snails just had eggs.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the snails have eggs in the tank. If the tank is proper, the fish tank is proper.
Really, my face is telling you one thing.
Yeah. Oh no. If the
my snails just had some eggs.
No, I know. But I'm just saying. I'm talking about the fucking whatever.
All I can think of is an escargot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fuck
Can
you
you
guys.
put some butter and garlic with those?
Oh my God!
snails?
You know what? Forget it. Let's just forget it. I was talking. This all started from freaking ChatGPT. Okay. Yeah, I just did because it's so good and
It is so good. Like I'll be like, hey chat, can you write a nicer email?
Yeah.
I'm a little pissed off. Can you make this sound nice but have a tiny bit of an edge? And she's like, yeah, girl, I got you. Okay.
This is what I don't love about it.
Oh.
Is there's so many people for years I've had to curate the way that I say stuff, and there's been a high not priority, but there's been like a respect for the way that I'm able to converse with people. Yes. Okay, but chat equals the playing field, which is a little fucked up because there's so many people who do exactly what you did. There's people who argue with their significant other and they'll take what the person said and put it into chat and be like, how should I respond to this?
Oh my God, that's
so
true.
I got people who are doing that. They're arguing with their spouses and they'll be like, how do I respond to this? And then chat will tell them how to respond and then they have a response. When it's like, I hate that because you're literally...
False.
That's a cheat code. That's fucked up. Now, because you don't really feel like that, you're getting someone say, like you're getting chat is saying that for you. It bothers me a little bit to know that people do that because I don't want people necessarily doing that to me when I think they're being genuine, because then eventually they're going to get found out.
Yes.
Like, so people are doing it for resumes, covers, they're doing it for everything, right?
Write me the shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And I think, I was talking to my buddy about this. We got into a big battle about it because he's like, it's the best fucking thing ever. He's like, I use it for everything. It writes everything, any resumes, any whatever, and all the shit. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. Eventually they're going to make something that checks that shit. Like that chat checks chat. It's going to be like a super chat that checks chat that checks ChatGPT because if you don't, you're going to have unqualified people making qualified things to get into positions when they're unqualified, but chat got them there. Yes. And if you have the gift of gab, right, you get them in the door. They already have this bullshit. Chat got them in the door.
Hey, Chat,
and it's
how
like,
do I handle this?
I think it's unfair.
I do agree with that. And it's funny, like I will use it for like certain things, but like truly, like I'm also a good writer. And I care about my podcast. And sometimes I'll like plug in some things and be like, good questions. And it's like, no, those are stupid. You don't get my vibe. Like, but I am curious. Like,
I do think it's a good thing.
Listen, I think it's a good thing, but I think that like I'm not anti at all. But
no.
I think it's like it gives you the outline.
Yeah.
It gives you what you need to start.
It's beautiful.
You need to kind of fill in the blanks and make it your own voice, own, whatever it is. So like if you're fighting with your sig other, and you're like, yo, I don't know how to handle this. Okay. I'm not going to just spew out what it fucking just told me.
Yeah.
But I am going to go, oh, I didn't think about that. Give me, why do you think she's right? Like maybe we should start telling people to like plug in and be like, she thinks she's right. Why do you think she's right? So you can go back and be like, oh, I guess I didn't think of that. I'm like really angry in my fucking rage right now. Like I wonder how we can like.
That is a very helpful way to use it. I just think it I'm so real about certain shit that it bothers me that someone has. It's almost like they have a friend that's like, this is what you got to say and do. Yes. Like, and so
is it coming from you? Is it fucking Roxanne?
Yeah, or is it that?
Yes.
Yeah, so
is it Roxanne?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Is it Roxanne? That bothers me, but to know, yeah, that's chemistry. Boom, let's go. But that bothers me a little bit. But to know that if the person really rereads it and they still try to put it in their own words and maybe they're just not very articulate, I think that's fine. That's obviously, I have nothing bad to say about that. So yeah, so there was something else I was going to say to you about ChatGPT when you brought it up. But yeah, I do like it. I do think it's great. I do think many of us rely on it. I think there's so many people who still are so resistant because they have no idea. They don't even use it. They don't touch it. Because I was for a while. I didn't know. I was like,
you're like,
people would be talking about, they'd be talking about ChatGPT. I'm like, what is this bullshit? And then people who really know how to use AI make fun of people who only use ChatGPT because there's so many things about AI that are awesome.
Oh my God, 100%.
You know what I mean? So there are so many things that are going to come into play, and so I just think that we're moving where our world is moving. I don't quite know, but there's these robots now that you can look up. They're called humanoids. Okay, these fucking things. So now these humanoids, right? If you Google them, they can independently move without any wires or anything, and they can do these crazy motions, fall down, get back up, like everything. They do the robot. They can do unbelievable things, and so it's something to definitely check out.
Was that a Will Smith movie?
That was iRobot.
iRobot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, those robots were kind of doing that kind of stuff, but they have humanoid reactions, and so like imagine. But can you imagine how? Okay, think about this for a second, Deb. All jokes aside, the way we think about ChatGPT.
Yep.
Imagine you place that into a robot, and so imagine you having a conversation with that.
Yep. Oh my God. Well, I'm telling you.
Right?
Yes. So
sometimes it's off, but when you correct yourself, then it goes, I'll go down this road.
You're like wrong lane.
Yeah.
Oh, right lane. So I'm telling you, I had Chris Coombs on. He is the chef over at Bossy. He is Devereaux, Boston Chops, all that shit. So he was saying he literally had a full conversation about the proper way to roast a chicken. And there was things he hadn't thought of. He's like, listen, I'm still going to do it better because I'm a human versus the robot. And also, like, the robot isn't actually roasting the chicken. I am. But it was, like, an interesting concept. I'm like, he's like, I've had full rounds of conversation about fucking roasting a chicken with the fucking computer. And it's funny, like, as somebody who likes to write, like, I feel bad for the copyrights. I feel bad for people who are like, but part of, I think, putting your spin on things is your own voice. Like I plugged in. I plugged in. Okay. I plugged in comedy, basically, for idiots. ChatGPT comedy. Here's a dark and edgy joke it told me.
Okay.
A man walks into a therapist's office and says, Doc, I can't sleep. I keep dreaming there's someone under my bed. Every night I check. Nothing there. But as soon as I lay down, I feel like someone's watching me. It's driving me insane. Therapist nods and says, this sounds like a classic case of paranoia-induced insomnia. Come see me for three times a week for 6 months. We'll work through it. The man thinks for a second and asks, how much does it cost each session? He says $150. The man thanks him and leaves. 6 months later, the therapist runs into the same guy at the coffee shop and says, hey, whatever happened? You never came back. The man shrugs. Oh, I'm good now. I talked to my bartender. He told me to cut the legs off my bed.
That's like, terrible.
It's terrible?
That's terrible. That's funny. It is a dark joke. That's an example of a dark joke.
The other one I said is, here's what it wrote me when I asked her, write me a bit if I'm a comedian standing on a stage in front of 200 people.
Okay.
This is really bad.
All right, let's go.
You ready?
Yeah,
it says, getting older bit, 90 seconds. You ever wake up in pain from sleeping wrong? I'm trying to do this like as if I'm a different person, okay? Because I would never get up and say this.
Just do it. Do it. No. You know what I want? I want you to do it. I want you to really fucking do this.
All right, I'm doing it.
Do it like it was Deb really getting up on stage about to read this shit.
Deb's getting up on stage.
You're getting up and you got to read this shit. Let's go. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. I want you to do this like you were like
before your shows.
Not all the time, but sometimes I'll have a drink.
Okay, just a
but I don't get drunk before my shows.
No, you can't. Like, I had a drink before.
If I'm eating and I have like a drink or something, but I don't. But I don't need to drink. Many times I don't.
Good. Okay. I'm like, because right now I'm like, I'm gonna have this.
Yeah, but go ahead. You're ready. Imagine there's a whole 200 people out here and Christine. All right, go ahead.
201.
And one. Yes.
Oh, Christine! Ow!
All right, go ahead.
Oh my God, Corey.
Yes.
You ever wake up in pain from sleeping wrong? Like, I went to bed fine. 8 hours later, I woke up and I woke up like I got jumped by a ghost.
Me too.
Yeah, audience, keep it down.
Yeah.
No warning, no sound, just bam. Your neck's in 2007, your back's in 2049, and your spine is doing the electric spine. So bad.
Keep going.
I got it. People are like, you should stretch. I did. I stretched when I reached for the remote.
Why are you having a weird...
Right.
This is who she is. When she gets up on stage, she turns into Lynn Cohen.
This is
her mother.
what people do. When they do comedy, like, I'm going to do my comedy voice. This is what they do. Anybody who's not a comedian, when they do comedy, they're like, I'm doing my comedy voice right now. That's what they do.
literally said, do you?
This is what happens. This is what happens. They're like, yo, I'm about to do my
Podcast step voice.
All right. Go ahead. Yeah.
Right now, I'm just going to keep on going with what
going.
Chat told me.
Go ahead.
You should stretch. I did. See, but I'm like, I don't know. She's like,
Go ahead.
I stretched when I reached for the remote. Not Lynn. Lynn Cohen. Apparently, that was the most athletic thing I did all week. You know what's wild? As a kid, you get hurt doing stuff. There's the voice. I don't know where that one is.
Do it. Do your voices. Do it. Put you in the fucking rhythm.
Doing
Go. Doing it
okay.
well.
Do it.
Do it.
Raise down.
Yes. Oh, what you know about that, Christine? Let's go.
Hold on, I'm almost done.
All right, go ahead.
This poor man that has to edit.
Oh my God.
Who is Christine?
David, you got to keep some of these Christines in.
You know what?
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be...
This is great.
This is gonna be week one.
This is
This is
great.
gonna be like 2 weeks. You know.
This is great.
This is like to be continued
Yeah.
after we ran out of memories.
Yes.
It's like bonus track. It's a loud environment. Every time it's a loud environment, I'm the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, hold on. Back to this really bad joke. I know you guys are like.
Go ahead. We're in it. I want to hear the rest.
You know what's wild? As a kid, you get hurt doing stuff. You fall out of a tree. You ride your bike into a mailbox. Who's riding their bike into a mailbox? Okay. You're like, I'm fine. Now I sneezed with too much confidence and threw out my lower back. Actually, like it's trash day. I throw out my lower. I sneeze with too much confidence and actually pee in my pants. That's the thing, right? My body's like an old iPhone. This was actually kind of funny. Still technically works, but don't run too many apps or it just freezes. Oh, you want to walk and talk? Nah, pick one.
That was it. Listen, that's why there's always space for humans. Certain things haven't been worked out yet by chat, right? You don't have to feel any of that. That was not yours. That was chat. That was chat's joke. That's chat's joke.
But that's the thing. Like when I'm being authentic. So like if I plugged in a chat, like I did this. I always try this. I took your bio.
Yep.
And I pour me a story. And I said, give me some good questions. And there was a few it gave me that I used. Truly, like right. But it had this whole barbershop thing. Where it's like, yeah, I know, I don't want to harp on the barbershop. Like, I know that's part of your upbringing, but it's not like the only fucking thing, right? So it had too many questions. Like, no, it's too many questions. But like, part of what I kind of like about my own podcast, where I'm tooting my own horn as opposed to being like, I have 18 subscribers, is like, I need it to be me. Because I actually know that I bring something to the table. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like people, someone else could have poured me a story. Not copyrighted. But it's my voice. It's my like weirdness. It's my like Christine is over there and I keep looking her in the camera and I'm like, and I hate, fuck you, camera. And like, you know what I'm saying? And like, let's drink because that's like the few things I like doing is sitting behind this mic and drinking. You know what I'm saying?
You're fun. You give a fun energy.
I want
you
to.
have a fun vibe and a fun energy. That's it.
That's it.
That's microphone, that's camera, that's everything. So you just enjoy your fun vibe, your fun energy.
Shirt, she got a Marshall.
But wear another stupid one next week.
I'm gonna. But also,
and I
realized I can't keep my shoes on during this podcast. And someone I got a real review.
Yeah.
That says something that actually commented on my feed. I'm like, oh shit.
There's gonna be a bunch of those.
Yeah.
If you do that, this one is gonna be crazy. Tell David to leave him in. At one point, you put him up. up. At one point, you put them up like they were like right in the camera. That's gonna be like, listen, I'm telling you.
Flexible.
Listen, there's gonna be a lot. They're gonna be like, hey, if when they start watching, they're gonna be like, you didn't take your feet out last time. They're gonna be mad. I'm telling you, that's what happens. It's a weird thing, but like some people will just like end up being the one to. I mean.
I am a handsome black guy.
Yeah, no. I mean, no. Yeah, I mean, there's people that I don't call them fangirls, but yeah. I mean, everybody who's in the public eye is gonna get some level of that. Can I say one thing about ChatGPT real quick?
Yes, please.
No, let's go back before I say that. The David thing with the feet thing, I'm telling you, it's a real thing because there's a lot of podcasts. There's a podcast I want you to check out called Only Feehans, which is Karen Feehan, which she's on OnlyFans, but she's a comedian, and it's called Only Feehan. She's funny, she's cool, she's a nice girl.
To pay her bills and comedian isn't doing it.
But she does all her other stuff on there, but let me get the lube. Yeah, but listen, every podcast though, she gets so many people that are watching because she'll work it out. Like she'll have like, she does this whole thing. It's just funny. Like she'll start off with socks on all the time. And so she's like, during the podcast, it doesn't matter who her guest is. She's like, my fans want to see this. So she'll like take off one sock and then she takes off the other one. But she just does it while she's still doing the pod. The same way we did. She just does it while she's taking up the thing.
I swear, I'm a barefoot kid. Like I've been a barefoot kid my entire life.
Listen, that's why I'm saying what I said to you when I was watching yours, and you were just like, "All right, I'm taking my shoes off," and it's like you did it like it's only in 2 or 3 podcasts that you did it in, and I was like, "Oh, this is so funny." I don't know if you know that this is happening, but like there's gonna be like if you.
I only knew this was happening because my daughter was like, "Mom, no one wants to see your fucking feet."
Yeah. So I mean, so then one of the last ones you put your sneakers on, I was like, "What is this fucking sneakers? What's going on here?" Yeah, exactly. I was like, "Why is she doing sneakers now?" She's like,
the lesbian.
Yeah, I was like, usually she fucking kicks these things out. Yeah, the lesbian wants to see him. So, anyways, yeah, of course. Like, what are you doing? I was like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
I was like, is Chris a good person? I don't know.
No,
I don't know. She's not to be. If she likes women, that's part of it.
She likes women. Jess her wife has nice feet. It's possible.
So I would just say, and that was a good podcast. I like listening to her. She was like fun to listen to.
Great. I know. It took a Cutwater to get her like.
Yeah, but then she started rocking. Once you get her in her thing, when she has strong feelings about something, she rocks. She goes in.
Yeah, she did. Christine knows her very well. Yes, she does.
So anyways, that's just the thing. So this is gonna like work really well. And like I said, when you put them up and it was like in the thing and it was just like you were talking, like you at one point you were talking, you had them up on the table. It was good. Yeah, like whatever. You'll see. So let's move on. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Yeah, you had them like
And you were actually facing the camera.
All right, Christine. Exactly. You weren't like doing. You weren't like producing. You were just being regular.
You're cross-legged and you're talking. You're interviewing, and then when we first came on, your feet were up like this, and you were like kind of a little bit more relaxed. And
exactly.
Honestly, like
she's like
I keep her around for a reason.
Jesus, like
right?
she's like a good person.
Feet, right?
No, I've been looking. Yeah, every once in a while she kicks those off. I'm like, finally, and then she puts them back on. I'm like, would you make up your mind? And she's like, yeah, I know, but just do it then. You keep like fucking going back and forth.
I offered to give Christine, she's one of my producers, a third mic, and it's in.
Yeah, I hope I can hear you too. She's like good.
You've become a producer.
You're gonna. You need to be back here doing this. Let me say this other thing about ChatGPT. So Chat said, "Oh no, I don't want it to leave my brain." Oh, here's what happened.
Got it.
I got it back. Here's one of the reasons why I like ChatGPT. So this was a really cool thing that happened to me. A guy hit me up on Instagram and he said, "Hey man," he said, "I'm trying to break the world record for backflips."
Oh my God.
He said, would you like to come and host the event? And he was like,
real?
And so it's 100% real. Yeah. So just listen. So he said, "I want you to come host the event." And I said, "All right, man." I said, so I'm looking at it, I get crazy DMs, so I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, this is some bullshit. I go to his page. This dude's an Olympian, right? So his name's Frederick Richard, and he's an Olympian from Stoughton, Massachusetts.
Ooh, like
right?
local shades?
Yeah, and so he's an Olympian, and so he's dope. He's like one of the male gymnasts from the team, and he's unbelievable. So like I didn't know. So I'm looking at him. I'm like, man, what is this shit? So I'm looking him up, Frederick Richard, right? And right, he's called Frederick Flips on Instagram. So I'm looking at the thing. He's like, yo, would you like to come host this event? Whatever. So I'm like, all right. So I hit him back up and I'm like, yo, what's up, man? He was like, yo, this is what he said. He goes, yo, he was like, I was looking up people to host my event online. He goes, I was looking up people to host my event online. Oh, she's showing her who Frederick is right now. He's dope. Yeah, that's Frederick.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, very cool dude.
Also, very cute.
Yeah. He's the shit.
Yeah.
So he goes, I'm looking for someone to host my event. He goes, and your name. He goes, I put you in ChatGPT like as people who could host from Boston that would host an event that would be like blah blah blah. He goes,
wait, Chat got you a job?
Chat put me at like the top of the thing. So he called me right away. And so then I was like, I don't believe this. I put myself in Chat and I came right up or whatever.
Holy shit.
So he was like, and so then he hit me. So whatever. It all worked out. I went and did the event. It was unbelievable. This dude.
How many backflips did you do?
This dude. I want you to guess first. How many backflips do you think he
but
did?
I need a scope because as a former gymnast, I'm like, he gonna get
Exactly, but you're a former gymnast, so what do you think? Backflips in a row, in a. He was doing it in a 24-hour period, so you got to think. But he actually ended up doing it in, say, he did it in like 11 or 12 hours period.
Did you take a pause? Like, or was it like immediate? Like,
It wasn't like plop 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 plop. He could take a pause, but how many do you think he
Was
did?
this like Guinness Book of World Record shit? Like
Yes.
Okay, so
Guinness Book.
So like, give me a range though. Like, I need to know. Like,
No.
Fuck off, dude. 25. She's all 25ing and shit. No, girl.
Why? I'm really mad at
seconds.
you for saying 25, Christine. What the fuck are you doing?
2500.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know what I'm doing?
I was thinking 1
Christine,
an hour.
I'm giving you a mic.
No, I don't want a mic. I was
Getting
thinking,
a mic.
I don't like my voice. I was thinking 1 an hour.
1 an hour.
Are you
Okay.
actually insane?
Okay, 1 an hour.
Is 25 too low?
Yes. 25 in a minute.
But he wasn't going. Imagine now, this is over a long period of time, and he's trying to break the record. So he had 24 hours.
Okay.
So he ended up doing it in like 11. He ended up doing it in like 11 or 12 hours. So what do you think?
You're not gonna be on camera.
No one needs
All right,
to
talk right into that motherfucker.
I am talking right in, but I don't think it's catching me, and I'm not great with
No,
that.
you can see it on the roadcaster.
Damn it.
We've been recording for over 2 hours. Yes. Okay.
That's
okay.
awesome.
Okay.
Let's talk about this real quick. By the way, Christine, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be on probably the next episode. She has an awesome take on women's health and things that you need to be paying attention to. And so that's, I can't wait to see that podcast as well. We wanted to combine both podcasts and put her on this one, but she has so much good shit to say that we
She's
thought
off
we
camera.
should like separate and put it in too. So I'm really excited about that.
Thank you.
Really
Yes.
connected to you right now.
We're connected. You already know we're connected.
I know,
Get
but
outta
like
here.
that was a good transition.
That was the truth.
Like, I feel like you're seriously going to be part 1 and 2.
I think it can be part 1, 2, and 3 while I
1, 2,
prepare
and
my
3.
story.
I think my husband's like, I made fish tacos 2 hours ago. It's smelling like a little pussy in here.
Yeah, no, it was. It was. Well, for a while, I was like, it smelled a little fishy. It was she's here.
Well, come in.
All right.
We're still recording. You can come here.
All right.
I just gave Christine a mic. Hey, girl.
You want to come join me?
No thanks.
It's your boyfriend.
I prefer that.
Hey, that's
All right.
That's 15.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Fuck off.
All right, here we go. So let's just real quick. Let's get back to it. I got you, Dave. Let's get back to it.
I was like, "Where's Dave?"
Yeah. So let's get back to it. How many
he should've been
backflips? How many backflips do you think that he did? Just be honest.
Okay. But like, here's the thing. So I'm like, when she said 20, like 1 a minute, I'm like, no, like you've seen the guys
Said
who
1 an hour.
She said 1 an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Girl, love you. I'm trying so hard not to judge you right now.
You can.
Okay. Stupid. Totally kidding.
That was an average.
I want to say if he did 60 in a minute.
60 in a minute. Jesus
Jesus Christ.
No,
That's
but
what I was thinking.
you gotta think that like they're like, pew, pew, pew. It's like almost walking steps.
Yeah, but he's probably like 4
Okay, fine.
a
So
minute.
He's human at the same time.
Yeah.
30.
You were gonna do 30.
She just said 60 in a
backflips
minute.
In a minute.
No.
Why am I being backflip?
No,
I'm being backflip shamed.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
No, you're not. All right, go ahead. No, let's let her say what she thinks, and then we'll get to it,
Now
and
my
I'll
math.
just
And
say
then
what it is.
I'm gonna give you
Now
different
she can
math.
judge me.
I have a new idea.
I want to say like 600.
Okay, that's not a bad number. Go ahead.
So I was doing. You could do probably 5 in a minute, and then like you needed probably 5 every 5 minutes.
Making sure.
And I don't remember how many hours. 60.
5 every 5 minutes.
Three is going. Sorry, go on.
5
every 5 minutes. Okay.
5 minutes isn't an hour. That's 12. So 5 times 12. That's 60. That's 60.
Yeah, she's so
She's
smart.
probably
I like
close to
this.
666. So 700.
Okay.
She's on 666.
So here's the
Don't make
thing.
fun of me.
So here's the thing. Here's what I love about this. I'm going to tell you the exact answer right now. Both of your assessments are on point, but here's the thing.
Did he get
Five every 5 minutes is on point.
But you need an hour break.
No, you don't. He didn't take an hour break. This motherfucker's crazy. So he's an Olympian. He's different.
He's like on
so here's the
different
thing.
venues.
So here's the thing.
So multiply
So
times 2.
so here's the thing. He did 1,000 backflip. The record was like 9.
So he beat
99 or whatever. So he went to 1,000. So here's the thing. Okay, he had to go to 1,000 to do it. So then.
But he only did it in 12 hours, you said, not 24.
Yeah, he didn't go the whole 24. He did it in less
So
time.
now he broke the record.
the
So he
record
broke the
time.
record, right? So he was doing 1 a minute. So when you said 5 every 5 minutes, I was like, yeah, that's what he was doing.
I was
1 a
giving
minute,
him time
okay?
to
Okay.
breathe.
Because he was doing 1 a minute, right?
girl's wicked.
Meanwhile,
How did he
this
get
is all
dizzy?
live stream. It's online. It's all live stream. I'm hosting the event, and so yeah.
Do you have to stay up 24 hours?
Well, no, not that long, but a while.
I'm
Yes.
just raising my hand for a different story.
Yes.
And it's just that don't record this part. You need to connect her to him to do an interview for Pour My Story.
I can do that.
And
Yeah.
now I'm
Let's
putting my
chat.
hand back down.
Yeah.
Be like, okay.
He's dope.
Okay.
He's
And then
dope.
we can discuss how he didn't get dizzy.
Yeah. So what he did was, this was all for, the reason he was doing it was to raise money for kids in Africa who, like, if you ever watch videos online that pop up, you'll see these African kids that are in, like, they're like flipping and doing all these crazy stunts and shit in Africa with no equipment. He's like, yo, they have no equipment. He's like, they're doing crazier shit than we can do with no equipment. He goes, I want to give them equipment and then let them take it to the next level. So he's raising money to do that. So the whole
Here's the
time
math.
we're raising money. So we have people calling in raising money. So I'm on the computer, like, I'm there hosting the event. And I'm talking. I'm like, oh, we got this, blah, 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 this person raising money. And then all these different people were coming in. Like, all these different cheerleaders came in. All these, everybody's like competing and doing all this stuff that's happening. He's competing in all of it and still doing the fucking backflips. This is the difference between an Olympian and a regular person.
Yeah.
He's competing in everything happening, and he's going to do the flips. So the dude does 1,000 flips. Then he goes, his dad goes, I'm holding a microphone, we're popping it off. This is all online. You can trace all of this, right? Pop, 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 pop. His dad's we're popping off all these little poppers and shit. You twist them and they pop in the air. And his dad goes, yo, he did 1,000. I think he did like 1,001, whatever at the time. And he goes, his nephew at the time, his sister is the one I was dealing with that was doing all the business work with it. She had a baby at that time. She had a
At the
freaking
same-
baby
during
at the
the-
same time
During
during
12
everything.
hours?
Yes, during the 12 hours. So
In a hospital.
in a hospital, yes.
Okay.
So she was there. So she had the baby. So she's in the hospital. So she couldn't be there. She was supposed to be there. She's the one who organized everything. She
did.
helped put
But
the
she's
event
fucking
together
10 months pregnant
with the
and
parents.
organizing.
Yeah, organizing shit with the parents. She put everything together. Okay. So the sister has the baby. Whatever. This is all going down. So this is in January. Okay. So no, was it May or January? May or January? I'll look at my phone and see. I'll tell you. I thought it was January, but it doesn't matter.
Love you.
Okay. Yes. So he's so funny. That's actually ADD right there. So what he does is okay. So he does 100. His dad, he does 1,000, and his dad goes, "Yo!" And it's crazy because he just fucking flipped 1,000 times. And there's all these people that came. The news was there. This was all over the news. It was on 7, 5, 4. It was everything. It was bananas. So does all this shit. We auction off all these items that he fucking had that like from the Olympics. We auction off all these pictures. Me and him drew a picture together. We auctioned this picture off. We auctioned off all this shit. Some lady came in, a muralist came in. They were like just painting things on the spot that were all getting auctioned off, all raising money for this event. Does 1,000. His dad goes, you guys, that's crazy. He goes, yo, how you feeling? You know, so I'm on the microphone the whole time, like, yo, he did 1,000. His dad goes, let me see the mic. He goes, how you feeling? And Frederick goes, I'm feeling good. He goes, yo, he goes, let's keep going. So he does a few more.
Oh my God.
So he does a few more, right? Just because I think the record really was like, some people were saying the record was 1,000. Some people were saying it was 1,009. So he does 1,011.
Yeah, just to be sure.
Stop. Now we got the record, right? Now he's been flipping all fucking day from 7 in the morning. It's like 11 at night at this point. It's something crazy, right? Whatever the time was, something like that. It was late. We're all in there. We're all fucking chilling. You know, he started probably at like 8:30 and it was like 11.
Oh, what'd you do today?
So then he goes. So I'm in there just hosting this whole thing, talking to people on the computer. Then he goes. His dad goes, "How you feel?" He goes, "I feel good." This motherfucker flips 100 more times. Do you know how crazy this is? This is all online. Like when you're watching it, you're like, "What am I looking at right now?"
And why?
So he does 1-1-1-1. He goes, I did it because I'm number one to do this for the Guinness Book.
Yep.
To do this many flips. I'm the first black man to do this, first black Olympian to do this. He's the reason why the men's team in the last Olympics even got the bronze is because he did so well in the all around that it brought the team up to get the bronze. He's nasty. Yeah, he's so good.
One.
He's so good.
Love nasty.
That's one. So he just got him up. Okay. So he was like, my nephew was born today. And, you know, so that was another one. And then there's one more one. I'm fucking up on the last one, but there was 4-1. So he did 1-1-1-1. Then he stopped. He's like, nah, I got the record. Now I did 1-1-1-1. And he did all these. When I was watching him, I'm not a person like I've been doing this. I'm like an entertainer. Like I do this shit. I don't easily get inspired.
Oh, but were you crying?
When I watched this, I didn't cry, but I was like, holy shit. Like, it was one of the first times I was watching someone that I was next. This wasn't on TV. I didn't watch a video. I'm next to this fucking guy flipping all day. Do you know how hard it is for someone to do? People were like the lethargic fucking legs. He flipped 1,111 times.
Was he running it all
over
day?
hours? And he was doing shit during the whole time.
What the fuck?
There was a ninja warrior that was there.
Yeah.
Like there was a ninja warrior that came in and was hanging out. Like it was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, man, what it made me see that day was like, we're so much more capable than what we think we are when someone else, because when you look at someone else who's doing, it was normal to him. I was like, my job was kind of to take care of him and like host. And I was like,
be right back.
And I was like, and I kept saying to him, I kept being like, Fred, yo, chill, bro. You don't got to get in. You don't got to get in on this one. Like, because everybody was coming. Like, they had all these events scheduled, and he didn't. He would like interact with the people, but he would like participate, dance, and he's doing all this shit. And I'm like, bro, you got a lot more shit to do. Like, you don't need to be like, you don't need to be the guy doing this. And he would be like, no, I got it. And I was like, it made me be like, we have so many levels to unlock in ourselves.
Oh
that's amazing.
Yes.
And so, and I'm gonna say this last thing, and I'll shut up.
You don't have to shut up.
The reason I brought all that up was because of ChatGPT.
Oh, sorry.
I would have never.
Back there, I was about to type.
I would have never met this dude. He would have never found me. If it wasn't for ChatGPT.
That's so. Like,
And also, ChatGPT can't do that.
no.
Yeah, ChatGPT can't do that.
Like, ChatGPT can't fucking bake a chicken or roast a chicken or do the flips or be me on a podcast or be you as a comedian. Like, that was the worst joke. Like, I threw that on the floor and I wanted to like pee on it and light it on fire. Like that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and listen, as somebody who used to be able to do flips, I can't. Like, I asked if he was running. I meant more like, did he have like a jump start? Like, was he
standing there.
He was just
flop. And you can, I swear it's on mine. You can look it up. It's on my page, it's on his page. Plop, pop. And he would do one a minute. No matter what was going on, he would talk to people. He was signing autographs. Pop. He'd come back and flip. They'd be like, hey, it's time. And then if he missed a minute.
You do two in a row?
Yeah. If he missed, like, if he was like something had to happen for a couple, he would just be like,
20?
he would go pop, pop, pop. Yeah. Yeah, he's younger. Yeah.
I'm not judging the age, but I'm just saying.
He's 21. I looked him up.
Immaculate shape.
Yeah, well, duh.
It was,
you gotta
but
fucking
it's,
be an immaculate.
Honestly, he probably trains for this and does backflips all the time because he's an Olympian.
yeah.
Well, and like, what else are you gonna do? Like, honestly, listen, if this paid me piles and piles, and this was like my job, and like, I mean, it is my job.
It was one of the coolest things I did.
I don't think he does it for piles and piles, though. I think he does
Yeah.
it for the true love.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
He loves it.
They're cut from a different cloth.
Yeah.
Right? Can we agree? Like, there's people like that who are just cut differently than us.
Yeah,
right? And
I agree.
And listen, Corey and I keep looking because Christine moved from over there to over there. And she has a microphone, but she's on, and you still don't know what she looks like.
Sorry, that's why we're looking at the floor because Christine's over there.
I felt like I should
But-
explain it like a tiny.
Yeah, no,
like,
but and also the thing is, yeah, come over, Chris. Come sit with us.
Sit behind the camera so
no,
that at least look at.
you're
Come
so
sit with
cute.
us. Oh no,
Girl.
she's gonna sit
Girl,
there now. So,
where's your cocktail?
all right.
I finished it.
So the thing is, like I said, she'll be on soon. It's just she doesn't want to get on camera today.
Coming on next week.
And she just came back from freaking Italy.
Yep.
So she's glowing right now
Yep.
and doesn't want you guys to see her, which
She
is
also bought a
crazy.
beautiful bag that, you know what's so funny? She brought her beautiful bag and she's like, oh my God, you'd appreciate this. I like cheap out on my clothes, but like spend money on my shoes and my accessories. And Christine comes.
Also does the same thing.
And what's funny, I'm like the only person that calls you Christine, right? And so Christine comes in and she's like, please admire my bag. And
Yeah.
like, and it was so funny. I admired, I did the things. And then my husband looks at her and goes, can I smell it? And he literally did. And I was like, oh, that's right.
I
She
did.
smells so good.
I did bring the bag just for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Can I tie one more thing up?
Tie it up.
I want to ask both of you.
And then we got to go eat or something.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
Hey, motherfucker.
I'll tie one more thing up. I know this is a long podcast, but I want to ask both of you ladies this question, and because it's kind of like I want to tie something up we talked about.
Okay.
So we went off on a tangent. We were talking about working with people, gyno, and all this other shit, but that all stemmed from the couple that was the CEO and the
And I
human
haven't
resource.
been
And
paying
so-
attention to the news, so I have no idea what you guys
which
are
is
talking
wonderful,
about.
which is awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna paint this quick scenario, and I want to ask you this question: like, if there's not a no fraternization rule with a particular company, and two people at that company get together, minus the infidelity, because the infidelity is a judgment call just that people give. It's not illegal, so they can do what they want to do, right? So, who gives a fuck if two people
Love each, like, phone love.
like mess around with each other? Because if it wasn't caught on film, would you really care? And I guess my question is, aren't you aware of that happening around you all the time?
I'm gonna take this first. I
Yeah.
worked at a hotel where you weren't supposed to fraternize, and there were 5 marriages.
Yeah.
And like, but that's the thing, like 5 fucking marriages, like actual people who like, hey, this is where you spend the most amount of your time. Okay. Like kind of like we were saying, things are going to happen. They were also younger. Like I'll be honest. I was married to Chris already and grateful and somebody who believes in fidelity. Okay. So, I mean, seriously, 5 fucking marriages came out of this and like good ones. Like, the chef and the head salesperson, like I'm telling you, there are like good fucking things happening, and you know, I believe they have to put that in for insurance reasons. I believe they have to put that in for like cover your ass shit.
Sure.
But you can't help how you feel. You are there 40 plus. I mean, I'm sorry. In my day, you were there 40 plus. Now you're there 25, 30.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I mean? But like, I was also grateful I was married to a good.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way, but the new world may be better for marriages, where marriages were getting destroyed before because of the amount of time you spend with each other.
Yes.
If you're doing half time in the office and half out, it might actually be better for marriages.
You're not gonna
I
fuck
think it would be worse.
You think it would be worse?
Why?
Okay, go ahead.
Wait,
I want to hear this.
Christine.
I want to hear.
So-
I wanna
Okay,
hear
but
this.
Christine, yeah.
I met my husband at work.
Okay.
We're married. So 23
And 3 awesome boys and all this shit.
years, 23 years.
No
I
one's
don't
doing
even
the
know.
math.
We've been
Yeah.
married for so long, I don't even know how long.
Good fucking dude.
But I think there's a few things. One is I think you spend all your time with these people. They become your best friends. They become
And
your
they know your
everything.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
They know your vent.
They know all your
everything,
shit.
Right?
Right. But I think what's going to happen and what you'll see is that like I'm spending a week at home dealing with real life. And then I spend a week at home dealing with all these people that know all my shit and don't know my real life.
Grandparent life.
And then now all of a sudden you're like you're feeling both sides. Whereas before you were like 100% immersed in one or the other. Now you're just immersed. Now you're going to find
you
a
think
lot
it
more
could be
people-
worse?
I think more people will be like, crap, this part of my life is better because I'm at work all the time and I'm comparing it to my current life where it's like I'm like trying to do all that stuff. It could wind up being worse.
I never thought about that
didn't
angle of it.
either.
I think, okay, so I think for the weak ones, I think what you're saying is going to be 100% accurate.
Yeah,
I
but
think
you have
for
to
the
remember-
strong ones,
But like I'm going to say for the wives or the moms that are sitting at home and the husband is off at work.
Oh, yeah.
And the mom is doing
All this
working
shit.
at home
Yeah.
and doing everything. And then they go to the office. And
Yeah.
James, I want it to be perfectly clear. I know
Yeah.
that
She's
this-
looking at the camera.
this
She
is-
means it.
This is not what you do.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of people who do this.
Yeah.
The wife and the husband are home. The wife's taking care of everything and working full time.
Yeah.
Then the wife and the husband both go to their office and the wife still comes home and does everything full time.
Yeah.
So now she has the husband, the work husband.
Yep.
That's like listening and understanding. And I think it actually winds up making it harder.
yeah.
That is...
It's like, and I live it, right? I live
Right.
it every day. And my husband is a super supportive and amazing husband. And he drives
Fair.
me also crazy.
I know that. And
And he drives me crazy, and we have these fights, but like
everyone
very,
has those fights. Yeah, but like that's the thing. It's always a fight of who's doing more and how much.
But
right?
I think that
But, like, we don't even need to.
when you get out of a routine and into more of this flex space where you have to be in the office certain times,
Ooh, that's confusing.
it makes it confusing.
Yes.
It makes it harder.
I just think, and that's such a good person. That's why I love talking to women, and I love
smart women.
I know I love it though
I don't have to be smart.
because we have different perspectives
Yes.
on it, and so I love that because I think on the basis of all of it, I really think that when you take people and you put two sexes that like each other together, you know how many times I've seen people that don't even like a particular guy or woman who thinks they're attractive, and they all end up hooking up just based on proximity,
Oh yeah.
time together, and shared experiences. And all of a sudden, two people that you were like, oh, they're hooking up, whether they tell you or not.
Yep, you just
so,
know.
So going back to the whole HR thing, this has been happening forever. People have been hooking up inside the job forever.
That's where you spend the most time.
There's no boundaries on what your position is.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like people have hooked up.
director of people. Like
It
that's the
doesn't
funny
matter.
Thing. No,
But
it
it
doesn't.
does matter. So there's a few things. One is that the people that you work
There
with.
she goes being all smart
No,
again.
I am.
No,
I'm
it
gonna
does,
say-
but it doesn't
But,
matter because
like,
people are gonna do it.
They're going to do it, but I think what they're trying to do. So there's a few things. Like one is the people you work with are the people that I like joke all the time. I'm like, I talk to you more than I talk to my husband and my kids.
Yep.
Fair.
Yep.
Right? So you know
Fair.
more about me, and if I
do.
don't have a office
And
persona,
had since circa 2018. Yep.
yeah, and if I don't have an office persona, which I don't, then they get
No.
me, same me as
You're the
everything
same.
else.
I was gonna say.
I think what they're trying to do, and this is kind of the big thing, is they're trying to take the power out of it. So as a CEO, what you find out
Yep.
is that, like, as a CEO, I'm doing this, and I'm going to entice.
Yep.
And as a female growing up in the office space in the 90s and early 2000s, yes, there was that where you felt like you as a woman had to consistently be on or pleasing, and not in a sexual way, but just anything. So they were trying
Generally.
to take that out.
Yep.
Generally, they're trying to leave, and that is the whole purpose of that.
Yep.
So I think that the strong, and I don't know what this thing is, but I think that the strong point is that companies are over-indexing of trying to level a playing field to try and make us women feel even. What they don't realize is that it doesn't work because men still do shitty things to women and women still do shitty things to men, and all this still happens on the side, right? It's just now it's not as publicly, and now they've CYA'd themselves.
No. Listen. Oh, no, go ahead. No, you first.
I was going to say, she should be on stage because, like, that wasn't funny, but that was so spot on. And I feel like everyone would be like I feel like there'd be like some sort of slow clap.
Let me say this, though. It's very spot on, but I have to say this. The part I want to really emphasize about what you just said is that
nice teeth.
The part I want to emphasize about what you just said is that, yes, they're trying to equal the playing field, but what they don't realize is that if men and women like each other, you can't always base it on a power dynamic if they still want to fuck each other.
Correct.
And so if you do have situations, because there's plenty of situations that have happened where it's a secretary and a boss, and the boss isn't like, you're going to lose your job if you do this, right? They still want to fuck because they like each other. Yeah. Even if it's not his fault. Let me just say this. Let me finish this point.
I was going to say,
it's not his fault.
It could be her fault.
It could, yeah. And it's not his fault if she looks at him like, oh my God, I've always wanted a guy that was a CEO. And they're like, this CEO preyed on the secretary, right? Or he preyed on the person that was working.
Can we just discuss the real solution?
Oh, no, she
What's
didn't.
that?
The real solution is that you promote women to be the same as men, and you don't and you get rid of the power dynamic in general, right? And that being said, but
it doesn't though.
But they might still
because then
women are doing it to men.
No. That's so funny. But no, here's what I'm saying though. If you did that, and let's say they're both equal. Let's say you have two partners that are fucking each other.
Then that's actually not the problem that's been happening.
Yeah, but the issue is, so we know we have an issue of not promoting minorities and not promoting women in positions where they should.
So if you're a black woman, you're really fucked.
Oh, yeah. You are.
But listen, but we know there's a history of this is the case, right?
Yes.
But it doesn't mean we can't erase the fact. Like, here's what bothers me. This is the biggest thing that bothers me. I don't like the fact that they make people be equal, but then they remove the woman's power to have any decision making in any decision, and it's always about power dynamic, and it's about what the guy said. Let me finish. Yeah. And it's always about that. Like, I feel like, and I really want you to speak to this, because I feel like if you're a woman and you have morals and values and whatever, if there's a guy coming at you, I don't feel like that you're supposed to just be like, oh yeah, I want my job, fuck me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a place for you to be like, speak out and be like, speak out, and I don't fucking want that.
Yeah.
Speak out and say that. Don't do it and then be like, I was just worried about my job, so this is what I did, and then I did it. I don't fucking like that. Stand up for your fucking self and then have the fight. Don't do it and then say like, then fucking pull back.
So there's a few things about this. One is that the workforce has changed in the past 20 years. And so when you're a 20-year-old or a 22-year-old female that's joining the workforce in 1999, the world was very different then, and you had to play dumb in order to actually get promoted promoted. Right?
What does that mean? Like you had to play dumb? Like you had to make guys feel good?
Yes.
Really?
And let things go.
You have to let things go.
If your female counterpart said shit, you'd be like, "Girl, that's stupid." And
I can't remember.
Because you're in that world, like you're in the like finance world. That's the world that
I was at, right? But in like way back when I first started, and I was not working at the company I'm working at now, and I probably can't have this published. Sorry, David. I made the camera.
Don't worry.
Don't say the company. Just say, yeah.
But so like way back then, you had to play dumb. Yep. You had to be like, oh yes, exactly what you just said, and then like, and I have learned over the years how to manipulate a man to take their opinion and make them see my opinion by agreeing with what they are saying and then giving the twist so it makes it sound like it's their own idea.
That's so funny.
Ask any 40-year-old woman and they will all tell you that.
Oh, did you come up with that? Babe, you're amazing.
Uh-huh. Any 40-year-old woman will tell you that.
What's the way that you do? Because Deb just did it, which is like right on the nose, right? But like, what's the way that you're like actually doing it? Give dudes an example so they know how fucked up they were. Like how to spot that. I don't even know.
Like it's just so part of your daily life right now.
It's this weird manipulation where you're like, oh, you know what, babe? You're totally right. Like, you know what? I should be loading the dishwasher, putting the kids to bed and tucking them in and doing all these things while you scroll Instagram. Oh my God, you're totally right. Like there's like
but like you somehow finagle it to be like when we want to go on vacation with our husbands.
Oh, we do this all the time.
All right, so
All
tell me
the
this.
time.
Yeah, let me hear
And
this.
I'm like, I was like, so you're like, hey, you know, I really want to go away on vacation. And they're like, oh, it's money, it's this, and blah, 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 blah. And you're like, yeah, no, I totally understand that. And then like a couple of months later, like weeks later, you're like, hey, babe, like, you know, I think it's like, the family's feeling this, or we're feeling really
Mom needs to get
disconnected,
away.
or mom needs to get away, and
put
like
the
you know,
deposit down.
and I put this, and like you kind of like can like manipulate their thought of point of view. It's the same thing at work. Like I think that this should happen at work, and they're like, absolutely not. And then you start like planting little seeds,
Which is so
along
sad
the way.
because if you were a dude,
if you were a dude and you said it the first time around, they say
you wouldn't have to fucking do it.
1,000%.
Okay, so here. Okay. I love this fucking conversation. This is dope. So here's my thing with that. In college, we learn persuasive argument. Okay.
Yes, it is.
So why isn't that the case? Because as dudes, hold on, let me finish. Don't try to womansplain me. So as dudes, we also have to have persuasive conversation with other men. We can't just be like, "This is what it is," and they're like, "That's what it is."
Can you
like
also
it doesn't.
do
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Can you do that voice in Denzel? This is what it is. Though.
Okay, this is what you want to talk about. Let's talk about it right now.
Can you hear the Denzel?
Yes. In the business world, I think if I am a white male talking to another white male, and I can say, I said this, and he goes, yes, I agree. And then we all agree and we move on. That's the way the business world works. As when you get out of the business world and as a female, and I can't talk about any other experience, it is more if I came directly at my boss and said, I think you're doing this wrong, or I think you need to be doing X, Y, and Z. Now, again, I'm going to put the disclaimer on, my current boss doesn't do this. A lot of times they're like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. And if a male says it at someone else, it's viewed differently.
Yeah, but
because
Christine,
women are viewed as emotionally reactive, and that's the difference. And so because men are still expected to be stoic and clear-headed, and women still are viewed as
hysterical.
No, just having a more emotional response. A lot of times it takes more persuasion from our spot. And I'm going to say that as part of this whole women's health thing and like raising the whole awareness of like coming close to menopause and hormones and stuff like that, it's actually not helping us. No. It's hurting because it's normalizing the fact that we're going to be emotionally reactive.
And like, that's actually not fair because you guys have emotions too. And,
correct.
And I'm not just saying this for my husband. I'm just saying this like
sometimes. But you're expected to bottle them up.
Yes. Yeah. And you talked about that 14 hours ago when we started this podcast. But when you started this, like I look at Chris, my husband, who, you know, doesn't always say what he feels, blah, 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 whatever. But I will tell you, has these deep emotions, but it's like with me. You know, like he won't, obviously he won't do it at work. You know, he's got a good team. He's got whatever. I'm actually going to New York next week so I can meet some of his team. And I've already met about half of them. And I can't wait. Like, I remember I jumped on a Zoom and I was all like, oh, look at my cool nails. Oh, look at all my spots. Oh, look at my things. And they're like, you're totally opposite than we thought you'd be. Like, did you think I'd be wearing like all black and like fucking melancholy like my husband? Like, no. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, there's so many different avenues, but women get put into this box based on.
But I think men do too, and that's the big
men
thing.
do too. Listen, men do too. But on the flip side of that, like, I mean, I think it all comes back to your original point. Like, we're different, right? Like,
don't you think? Yeah.
Hitting his hand.
No, I think it was my cat eating.
Yeah, can I let me ask you this?
Yes,
don't you think?
I need to eat, motherfucker. And we gotta wrap it up.
All right, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
We can still have this conversation.
Don't you think don't you think though, like the same way that like, because in the grand scheme of things, if there are people that are having these feelings like what you're saying, where they're disrespecting women or demeaning women in a point where like they don't take their point is a certain thing. Oh my God, no, not two fucking cameras. Jesus Christ. So let me just say this.
It's fine. We still no. Take your audio because we're still recording.
We're still audio. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So let me say this. When you have people that are just like the way you deal with your kids, okay? Follow me for 1 second.
I have a response already in my head. So
follow me for a second. When you deal with your kids, they respond to you a certain way, but you'll notice that if someone else steps in and says something to them, they'll respond to them a different way. You could be like, when you're playing soccer, I need you to kick the ball from whatever you want to say. And they're like, yeah, and they don't give a fuck what you're talking about. But you have to figure out a way to get your point across. And so I don't think it's weird for you to have to figure out a way to get your point across with whatever individual you're dealing with, whether that's a man or another woman. Like I just so, obviously I'm not a woman, so I don't know that like you deal with the extra shit from a guy. But what if you're not dealing like, because for a lot of us guys who are like even keeled, we don't like hearing like mansplaining shit, like, because when we have to constantly check in and be like, do you know how to do this? Like if Chris was gonna come in and help you with this and you were like blah, 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 does he have to keep checking in with you, like, do you know how to put this up? Do you know how to put the wall up? Like if he's just like, this is what you want to do, it's not mansplaining. So it's this weird thing where you're dealing with dickheady guys and then you mash them in with us, just like we're dealing.
So I think that's actually what it is that I think the people and the guys and the males and the females, regardless of anything else, are more open at our age.
Yes, I agree with that.
And so I think we're changing the tide. Where we find the problems are the people that are slightly older than us.
Oh.
So it's like they haven't quite gotten quote unquote woke enough.
That's so funny, yeah.
Woke enough.
Like you were raised differently than our parents.
Oh my God, 1,000%.
Still in their like 50s and late 50s, early 60s, right? And so once those leave, then it becomes a little bit different. And then it's more like, you know, we're all even, but maybe it's more of a cultural or something else. But like right now, like if I talk to someone who's in his 50s or 60s, I'm a stupid woman. If I talk to someone that's my peer, I'm their peer, and if I talk to someone younger than me, I'm their boss.
Yes.
Right? And so that's kind of like, it's like,
I wish that was on fucking. I love
right? That was like, can you repeat?
That little nugget.
Girl,
that's a nice little nugget right there.
Say that again.
If she says she's talking to somebody older, it's like she's a stupid woman. If she's talking to her peer, that's her peer. If she's talking to someone younger, she's their boss.
Yeah. Right. And like from a woman's perspective, it's always been that way. Right? Yep. Like when I talk to a woman who's in their 60s, they're trying to help me. When I'm talking to my peer, we're peers. It doesn't matter when I'm talking to someone that's younger than me, a woman that's younger than me, I'm trying to take them along. Whereas from a men's perspective, they're kind of like still in an old school mentality. My peers are my peers.
Where they're calling you honey.
They're calling me honey, babe.
Yeah, babe. They're going to smack your ass.
Sweetheart.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what if a guy has respect for you and is calling? I don't say honey to people, but what if he has like what if he like respects your opinion and still calls you honey or whatever? Huh?
Then they won't call me that at work. I have a
because it's like condescending to be like, oh honey, what you're saying is that kind of like yeah.
Calling you hugs.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, like
no.
Yeah, no, I can get that. It's like it's almost like you shouldn't do it.
No, but like, what if you're a female?
That's a home thing, not a work thing.
Let me ask you a question.
I get that.
I accidentally, with people I'm comfortable with, and who I was their superior, have called them honey, and it's more like from a maternal standpoint.
I think it depends. I think they know what you mean. I think they know what you mean.
Like,
just like I think
I'm
you know what.
protective. Like I'm not meaning this in any sort of way.
Yeah.
Like
So I never call anyone honey. I call my friends all honey and stuff like that. And I live in a different place, right? Like I work for a different type of company.
I know you do.
Even if you did, I bet, Christine, it would be one of those like, honey, like, no, I mean, Jeff. Yeah. I think it would be a quick correction because I'm not saying it never happens.
You know what I usually say, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh,
but it would be a quick correction if you did because you're like, I don't want to lay this honey on you. That you don't like. This is
There's
not like
a lot that comes with
that's
the
a lot that
name
comes with honey. Yeah.
And it's not just with bees.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes this honey
comes with D's too. Yeah.
A little acidic. Right. Corey, where do people find you?
You find me on CoreyRodrigues.com, Corey with an E, Rodriguez with an S. And you can also find me on Corey Rods on Instagram and on Twitter as Corey Rodriguez.
Twitter.
At X, it's Corey Rodriguez. And
we hate all the people there.
Facebook is Corey Rodriguez, Corey with an E, Rodriguez with an S. So make sure you guys look me up, find me. There's a lot of funny videos out there. And get to a show soon. CoreyRodrigues.com.
You guys get to a fucking show.
These ladies will be at a show. You're gonna actually get to meet Christine.
You can meet Christine
because she'll come to the one on the 28th,
otherwise known as Christine.
Yes, Christine. They'll be at the one on the 28th.
We'll bring Corin, our third.
Yes, they'll bring the third. You guys will get to meet them after the show. I'll be selling some shirts and stuff. It's gonna be a bananas show up there because the Cape Cod Melody tent is always crazy. So it's a show in the round.
And shit.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So I hope I see you there.
You can find me at PourMeAStory.podcast on Instagram, Pour Me a Story Podcast on Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe and review. All right, let's go eat some whatever and go drink.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, and we out,
mofos.
All right.